What is going on, world? What's up, YouTube? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new episode of The 8 Below Show. Welcome everyone to 8 Below. Thanks for being here, guys, to the best entertainment-related show here on YouTube. And I'm super excited about our episode here today. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. Avowed is Obsidian's up-and-coming project that they've been working on, guys. And I've stated this in the past on the YouTube channel because this is a title we've talked about here on the channel before in the past. And I've stated that this is Obsidian's take on the Elder Scrolls and is going to be like the competition. I've stated this also, guys, that State of Decay, which is created, of course, and developed by Undead Labs, is taking an aggressive approach, at least with their third title, to compete against the Last of Us. And we're seeing this once again. Another title, that being Avowed, looks to be the competition to Elder Scrolls, and I think it's great for the space to have that competition. And, this is a first-person RPG that's coming out, guys, in the fantasy world of Eora, which is Obsidian's take, like I said, in my opinion, on taking on Elder Scrolls. And I'm really excited about this title, guys. It looks really great. It looks like we could actually get this title well before we get Elder Scrolls 6, which could be a big deal as well. A lot of people who really want the thirst that they have for more Elder Scrolls could be quenched with something like Avowed, which is something that we definitely will have to talk about. But I want to go ahead, guys, take this segment of the show and talk about everything that we want in Avowed. And when I say we, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions here. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree. Regardless, let me know in the comment section down below what you all want to see in Avowed. So let's get into it. So for me, guys, this is obvious with Obsidian, doing this title, this RPG set in this fantasy world of Eora. I gotta say that they're absolutely trying to compete against Elder Scrolls and creating something really special. So with that, my first thing that I really want to see, from Avowed is, without a doubt, I definitely want to see them take this world and obviously make it its own thing, not something that is somewhat of a copy and paste of, Elder Scrolls. I want them to have maybe some similarities because, according to a lot of people, this is a spiritual successor to Elder Scrolls and kind of a different, twist on this RPG that's set in a fantasy world. But with that, I definitely want there to be this real, disconnect from what Elder Scrolls is. Even though I love Elder Scrolls, I want Avowed to be its own thing, have a lot of new takes on this, genre in a fantasy world. And I think they certainly could do that. And from what we've seen so far, guys, of Avowed, it does look like they're going to go in a similar yet different direction of Elder Scrolls. There's definitely some mechanics and things of that nature that look similar. However, we haven't seen a lot, guys, other than just the reveal trailer, so you can only take so much from it. It looks a lot like Elder Scrolls, which, we can all be honest about, but there's definitely differences. So for me, I want Obsidian to have maybe some similarities because it's a spiritual successor, especially if that's what they're marketing this as. But I also want there to be significant differences from top to bottom. In my personal opinion, it's going to be really, really important. Also, another thing, guys, I've stated so many times on the YouTube channel, I will continue preaching this. I know some people don't like it. Others love it. For me, though, it is the simple fact that Avowed, being a AAA title coming from Obsidian, needs to be a full package. And what I mean by that is a full campaign, a multiplayer experience, and co-op experiences. Having that full package, guys, is going to bring you back to the experience after you beat the campaign. Regardless of how vast and diverse this world is, it's going to bring you back to playing the game over and over again. From a multiplayer perspective, we see how big and popular Elder Scrolls Online is, and that's being a continued, consistently updated by Bethesda. And so I think something like that with Avowed could really start building upon, a foundation here of something really special that could really compete long-term against Elder Scrolls, which I'm sure is what Obsidian is hoping for here. So having a full package is a big deal to me. I want this to be a full open world, guys, which I think is pretty obvious. It's going to be an open world scenario. I want there to be a lot of things to do along the journey, though, in the campaign. So, obviously, we want there to be, side missions and things of that nature, different ways that you can really understand this world building, really understand and be able to traverse the world in a multitude of different ways. And you're able to understand like what Obsidian is going for here, really start to kind of dive into this world, the lore, the story from multiple different perspectives, whether you're just trying to casually play the campaign through or you're trying to learn more about this world by doing side missions. I think is really important as well. Having things, like I said, that you can do along the journey. Having different types of customization, customizing your armor, weapons, different abilities, and it looks like you're going to be having abilities and such in this game. So being able to have a number of ways to customize that would be really important to me as well. I'm not talking about necessarily monetization tactics and, microtransactions. I'm talking more so earnable items that you can earn within the game over those that you can just pay for. So earnable items over payable items is another one for me out of Avowed. Also, guys, I really do want there to be, like memorable characters within this story. I want there to be a variety of different enemies, variety of different characters. I absolutely, when we're talking enemies, guys, I think that it's really important that there is a number of different enemies that you're going up against. I'm sure Avowed is going to have this, but I think it's going to be really important, along, the course of this journey that we go on in this game, that there's a vast, a lot of different types of enemies that you go up against. That leads me to the next thing, which is the environments, guys, and the different locations that you're going to. I want there to be a lot of diversity here where whether we're talking snowy elements, tropical rainforest, different mountains and, different deserts, things of that nature. Having a multitude of different environments and locations really starts to build upon, what they're trying to kind of do here, and obviously if the story does not go in that direction where they want everything to be kind of set in one specific location, I think with something like this, though, an RPG, in this fantasy world, I think that it would do really well understanding the entirety of what this world encompasses. Even if you don't show it all in the first game, I would say that, having like really being able to see like, this world that they're trying to go for instead of just one location, I think it would do really well knowing the entirety of what they're trying to go for here. And that leads me to the last thing, guys, is, kind of building off of that, we obviously want there to be a vast, lots of different places that we're exploring and different elements that make Avowed what it is. But I really want to also see this game set up, hopefully a continuation and hopefully an overarching franchise of Avowed. Now, I don't know what the plan is from Obsidian, if they're planning on making like this a trilogy, if they're planning on just making this a one game and then, kind of basically service it for the next 10 years, whatever the case might be. I think that this game, I wanted to set up the next generation of, these Xbox titles. I mean, this is a game, guys, that's coming out exclusive to Xbox. So Xbox Series X, Xbox Game Pass, and Windows, Microsoft Windows. And so what I'm getting at here is I want this to set up the next generation of the RPG fantasy world for Xbox in particular. And I think they could set some significant bars here. One of the honorable mentions, guys, for me would also be having free-to-play elements. Having elements of this, like if they make Avowed Online, let's just say they kind of, take after, GTA Online, Red Dead Online, Elder Scrolls Online. They decide to do Avowed Online. One thing I would love to see is maybe it being free to play so that everyone would be able to get a chance to at least try it, see what it's all about. That may get people that actually want to try the full version of Avowed, that being the campaign and co-op modes or co-op missions, whatever it may be. So having free to play elements, we see it work in a lot of other titles out there, and it might very well work here with Avowed. But let me know, guys, in the comment section down below, what do you guys want to see in Avowed? What are the things that you're excited about? What are you skeptical about? What are you concerned about? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Avowed content and videos, stay here with Zero TV. Phase 5 looks to be confirmed. Obviously, at this point, FaZe had already stated that they were going to be bringing out Phase 5, the very popular recruitment challenge, probably the most popular recruitment challenge, to say the least, in all of gaming, and it's not even close. And what I got to say, guys, is with Phase 5 returning, this is really going to bring the community together in a major way. It always has, and I believe it will continue to do so. Well, guys, they actually, that being FaZe Clan, have wanted everyone who is interested in going for the recruitment challenge to sign up, and so with that, or register for Phase 5. And so I was one of those. I've stated in the past that I will be going for Phase 5, which I'm really excited about. But you get an email, guys, and it comes in and it states, "Thank you for registering for Phase 5. We are super hyped you are participating in our recruitment challenge, and we are just as excited as you about adding 5 new FaZe members. The challenge will kick off soon. Stay tuned to our socials, and we will also be sending you an update to your email within the next week. When all said and done, 5 people who try out will join FaZe. Will it be you? Good luck. Hashtag Phase 5 and Phase Up." And with that, guys, so here's the thing. This is going to be the biggest Phase 5 they've ever had. I think it's not, and I don't even think it's going to be close. Once again, I mean, this is going to be absolutely huge because people have been waiting for so long for Phase 5. It's been teased in the past. There was actually a video that came out on FaZe Clan's official YouTube channel, which was taken down later by FaZe Banks as well as FaZe Rain and Adapt, I believe, were on it. And they were talking about a Fortnite Phase 5 recruitment challenge. And obviously, that never happened. That was, what was it, a couple of years ago? It never came out. And so now we got this next, the talks that Phase 5 was going to finally come. And, I had my doubts about it just because of what's happened in the past. It's been teased for so long, but now getting this official email and seeing that, okay, they're pretty soon. And so we don't know any details, which I wish we would know more details about Phase 5. Like, is this going to be based around Call of Duty? Is it going to be based around Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant? I mean, what are we talking here? And so that's going to be the most interesting part of this. What is Phase 5 going to be this time around? Is it going to be based, I mean, in the past, it's always been about Call of Duty trick-shotting and sniping, but what's it going to be now? Is it going to be about content creators? Is it going to be about streamers? Is it going to be about, other games outside of COD, which they've already teased with Phase 5 being a Fortnite Phase 5 challenge? It's going to be very interesting, to say the least, guys. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to go for this thing. We've waited so long, and this is just, more than anything, guys, it's more of an event than anything. Obviously, most people are not going to make it into the team. You never know, though. You might have a chance. But at the end of the day, it's really about just being a participant of it. And just a lot of times it can help you grow, number one. But number two is this is just something that is a lot of fun to go for. It gives you a lot of things to, talk about within the community. And just it always really puts a spotlight on whatever, it's going to encompass. In the past, it's been Call of Duty. I'm hoping that it keeps its roots to Call of Duty, but maybe expands to other things as well. I've stated in the past, guys, I would love for them to pick up a Call of Duty trick shotter, a Call of Duty sniper, and then, of course, pick up, like, a streamer, a content creator, and then maybe something outside of Call of Duty, maybe like a Fortnite player or something. Who knows, though? Who knows what they're going to be going for here? But I think that with this recruitment challenge coming out, it actually could very well create something really special here for within the community at large. And I'm really excited about it. I want to hear from you guys, though. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you going for Phase 5's recruitment challenge? Let me know. And for more Phase 5 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV. Another title that's been announced that I'm really excited about, guys, is Stalker 2. This is a game that's going to be coming out, and it definitely kind of captured my excitement, to say the least, guys, when I saw, the reveal trailer and starting to understand more and more about what they might be going for here with this follow-up sequel that's been long anticipated for quite some time. So I wanted to go ahead, though, in this segment of the show and talk about everything that we know so far about Stalker 2. So let's get into it. So guys, in an article written by Nicholas Straub of Screen Rant, during the recent Xbox Game Showcase, fans got their first look at Stalker 2, the long-awaited survival shooter sequel from GSC Game World. 2 years After being announced, GSE's game world Stalker 2 has returned to headlines following Microsoft's reveal that the game will be an Xbox console exclusive. During the Xbox Game Showcase, Microsoft celebrated the announcement by unveiling Stalker 2's first official trailer, which I really enjoyed, guys. And the other part about this, it being an Xbox console exclusive, Xbox is taking a real approach here to being the Netflix of gaming, not only from Xbox Game Pass, but just trying to have more exclusives than anyone else. Now, a beloved cult series, Stalker, commonly called Stalker, is based upon 1979 film Stalker as well as the novel Roadside Picnic, upon which the film is based. And so Stalker 2 marks the first time console gamers will have access to this unique series. While not much footage has been shown, the numerous details provided during the showcase as well as the promised likeliness to previous titles means there is already plenty to unpack. And so as far as the story as well as the setting is concerned, coinciding with the reveal during the Xbox Game Showcase, GSC Game World PR specialist Zakir Bocharov wrote a short article on Xbox Wire where he provided some more details on the game. Stalker 2, like its predecessors, will take place in the Zone, an irradiated wasteland near Chernobyl that formed following multiple nuclear meltdowns. The radiation has caused numerous alterations to the environment, with mutated people and animals in abundance. The most deadly threats in the Zone, however, are the anomalies. Anomalies are aberrations that defy the laws of nature, formed following the nuclear meltdowns. These anomalies take on various forms, but also all are fatal to organic life. So very interesting setting right off the bat, guys, obviously. You kind of think of the show that came out, Chernobyl, which was a very... it was a disturbing show of real, based around real events and such. Just hearing what this story is all going to be about sounds like a pretty terrifying experience. No details on the actual plot have been provided, but Bocharov did confirm a few things about the general context. First, players will once again take on the role of a stalker, a bounty hunter who explores the Zone in search of valuable information and loot. Second, the narrative will be a branching story with moral choices and multiple endings, which I think is pretty interesting. Whether or not that's going to work really well for everybody, we'll have to kind of wait and see. For me, though, guys, this game being called Stalker 2, I personally think that it should have been kind of a Stalker, soft reboot, because this is the first time that console players will be able to play it. I feel like a lot of console players would love to play the first game. Now, I'm not sure if Stalker, the first game is going to come to Xbox or consoles, but I think it would have been nice if this game just kind of was more of a soft reboot to kind of introduce a lot of the console players who never got a chance to play it. So that is one thing that kind of bothers me and is unfortunate for a lot of people who probably will never play the first game because it's not on consoles. No gameplay footage. This is based on the gameplay, guys. There is no gameplay footage has been shown. Nor has there been any particular details about the gameplay of Stalker 2. But Bocharov made it clear that this new game will have deep roots in the vision shared by past titles, saying, with Stalker 2, we are finally creating the thing we've wanted to make since the very beginning. Thus, looking at the past games will provide at least a general sense of how gameplay in Stalker 2 will operate. Now, previous Stalker titles are FPS games with emphasis on survival and horror. Players need to actively monitor their well-being, paying attention to radiation sickness and hunger, while also taking care to upgrade their gear. So in ways, guys, kind of like Metro, this is a game that obviously I love. Being a horror game, guys, being a massive horror fanatic, I am incredibly excited about this. When you mix, survival with horror, first-person shooter, guys, it's got the makings of greatness in my personal opinion. Aside from the expected bandits and mutants common to the genre, players also have to deal with the aforementioned anomalies. In prior games, players are equipped with a detector that beeps when anomalies are close. Players could then use metal bolts to assess the exact boundaries of the anomaly. Touching an anomaly means death, but navigating them is important since some hold artifacts which are special items that provide special perks like increased health. Kind of reminds me, anomalies a little bit remind me of some of the creatures or the spirits that were in Blair Witch. The Blair Witch game, you kind of have to like monitor around them, get too close and they'll take you out and such, so you have to absolutely be very much so mindful of them. One area where Stalker 2 will expand on its predecessors is with its world. Whereas prior games in the series were interconnected levels separated by loading screens, Stalker 2 will be a fully explorable open world boasting advanced AI. The previous Stalker games were well known for their dynamic AI, as they included a living world simulating system called A-Life. Stalker 2 looks to expand on this system with A-Life 2.0. According to Bocharov, the game world will exist and evolve outside of the player's input, which is really interesting. I love this open world scenario, especially within a horror title, guys. Once again, has kind of you kind of start thinking more about like games like Metro and stuff, but all in all, guys, I'm excited about this. This all sounds really interesting, really intriguing to myself. Multiple ways of exploration and such, as well as difficulty. It'll be interesting. Now, as far as the release date is concerned, no official release date has been unveiled for Stalker 2, but the game is still planned to meet the previously announced 2021 release window. When Stalker 2 launches, it will release on the PC and Xbox Series X and will be available free to those with Xbox Game Pass. So, with that, guys, definitely don't, hold your breath with the 2021 release date. Just because of the pandemic still going on in our world, we don't know if that's going to get pushed because of, development problems or, just issues along those lines. I'm assuming Stalker 2 is pretty well into development, but, don't hold your breath there. That's why we don't have an official release date yet, most likely. We'll probably find out either later this year or beginning of next year when we can expect this release. So Stalker 2 has had a long, complex history of plans for it being discussed as early as 2010. Now the game is not just officially coming, but it's coming with the backing of Xbox and the advanced technology offered by the Unreal Engine. Fans have waited a long time, and we'll have to wait a little longer, but it might actually be worth it. And I gotta say, I agree 100% with that, guys. I think that this is a title that definitely will be well worth the wait. We're going to have to kind of wait and see. I mean, obviously, guys, once we start seeing gameplay and such, we can really break down these things more. But these are the things that we know so far about Stalker 2. Let me know in the comment section down below. What are you most excited about with Stalker 2? Let me know. Let's have a real conversation about it. And for more Stalker 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV. One of the newly announced games coming from Ubisoft is Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. And when I saw the trailer for this, I got pretty excited because obviously seeing Sam Fisher on the screen, guys, from Splinter Cell was really exciting. And a multitude of other characters from some of Ubisoft's most beloved franchises. And with that, guys, I want to talk about the top 5 things that we want in Elite Squad, the upcoming title, guys. And when I say we, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions here, and some of you may agree, some of you may disagree. Let me know, though, in the comment section down below what your 5 things are that you want to see in Elite Squad. So let's get into it. So coming in at number 1 for me, guys, is I really want, overall, for this title, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, I want this game to set up a Splinter Cell game, a Splinter Cell continuation in its truest format. I want to see Sam Fisher back, guys. Obviously, seeing Sam Fisher on the front cover, guys, of, Elite Squad and all the, marketing material and things of that nature. I want to see a true continuation of Splinter Cell. I believe we will get it at some point or another. We've talked ad nauseum on the YouTube channel about bringing Splinter Cell back in its true format, but I'm hoping that this game really sets that up. It kind of pushes Ubisoft to go ahead and get another one of these games made at some point or another. Because obviously, guys, this is a free-to-play mobile role-playing game that's coming out from Ubisoft, as well as from Alliant, are the ones who are also developing it, which is one of the Ubisoft studios. So this is a free-to-play mobile game, okay? This is going to be Ubisoft's Call of Duty Mobile, essentially. This is going to be their version of a free-to-play multiplayer, just a free-to-play experience, on a mobile device to try to make some extra revenues, obviously. But also, at the same time, they can certainly make a pretty fun experience. Call of Duty Mobile is awesome, and it's absolutely massive. We also see Ubisoft trying to do the Battle Royale thing, of course, with Hyperscape. It's kind of similar to what Call of Duty's doing. So Ubisoft is kind of definitely following in those trends, but I think definitely bringing Splinter Cell back in the forefront would absolutely help Ubisoft in a major way. That leads me to number 2. Which for me, guys, is, I've stated this about Call of Duty Mobile. It's an awesome, awesome thing on the mobile devices, but bring it to consoles. Make it free to play for console players. Make it free to play for PC players. I say the same thing for Elite Squad. Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, I believe, should not be confined to mobile devices. It should be also something that goes, on consoles eventually, goes on PC eventually. This looks like a game. When I started watching it for the first time, I didn't even realize it was a mobile game. And so that's why I would love to see this come to consoles at some point or another, as well as, to even PC. I think that could be something really special. Making that free to play, guys, on all those different devices could be awesome. And that leads me, guys, to number 3. One of the big things, guys, when we talk about mobile games that's really important, in my opinion, to keep the fan base consistently coming back to play is consistent updates, patches, and, new, like adding new characters and of course, like, new weaponry, missions, things of that nature. Consistent updates, guys, is really going to be important. I believe Ubisoft is absolutely going to do that, especially if, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad is a smash success, which I'm assuming, guys, it being free to play, lots of people are going to be downloading it on their phones. That leads me, guys, to number 4, which obviously it being free to play, there's going to be microtransactions. That is like, it's pretty much not even a debate at this point in time. However, what I'd like to see, though, is having more earnable items over payable items within Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. So more so things, guys, that you can earn along the journey as you play the game. That being like, whatever, it might be camos or new skins for your weapons, titles, emblems, ranks, things of that nature, guys, that you can earn within the game is what brings you back to the game. Obviously, having things that are payable, it's justified because it's a free-to-play game, but I just want there to be more earnable items than payable items, so that when you're in those leaderboards waiting to jump into a match, you see where everybody else, who else is in the lobbies, you can see what the ranks are, you can see, all the cool, like, unlocked items that they've made throughout the course of time. That gets you to want to do those things as well. So earnable over payable items in Elite Squad is definitely a want for me. That leads me, guys, to number 5. I would love to see, guys, this title becoming a full package. I'm not stating like right away, but being a full package would be awesome, where there's multiplayer, so it's free to play from a multiplayer perspective. Even if you have operator missions similar to Rainbow Six Siege, where you got some operator missions where you can like kind of learn each of the characters, that would be awesome. Even better would be a full-blown campaign for within the Elite Squad would be absolutely awesome. And even having, like I said, co-op missions would be great. Having campaign and then of course multiplayer. All 3 of those things make a full package, free to play. If you have microtransactions, it absolutely justifies it, the more content that Ubisoft is giving you. And so for me, guys, those are the 5 things that I want to see in Elite Squad. I mean, I'm excited about this title. I mean, I'm about as excited as I was when, obviously with Splinter Cell being a part of this, or Sam Fisher being a part of this, that makes me incredibly excited. And seeing even other characters from these other very popular franchises, it should be a lot of fun, guys. But I think those are the things I definitely want to see at some point or another in the future with this game. Let me know, though, in the comment section down below, what do you guys want to see in Tom Clancy's Elite Squad? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Tom Clancy's Elite Squad content and videos, stay here with Zero TV. And with that being said, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the 8 Below Show. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Peace.